My name is Capurso. Football turned into my sport. I played that through high school and college and played a little bit of semi-pro. And while in college, I was Dean's List. I was one of the smart guys, and that's what kind of took me into the trading arena. I go by the badge of meat. It's kind of my brand at this point. It's who I am in fitness. It's who I am in the world. It's like, you know, I'm a fitness guy, but I'm also a business guy. So I got the long hair too, so that kind of goes with it. And, you know, I carry bags of chicken with me on the floor, so I actually got fined $250 because I got reprimanded like 3 times for walking on the floor with chicken. You have your trading jacket and you got these little pockets on the inside. Well, sometimes they're filled with bags of chicken because you don't want to leave the floor and you got different food in you. It's a no food policy on the floor, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do when you're competing. My first show was in the Fitness Atlantic in Connecticut. I took first in that show, so I got the bug. I went down in Miami the next show and did the Model Universe. I took 5th out of like 70 guys, so I thought it was pretty good. But I just saw where my niche was, so I was like, all right, I'm a fitness model. So I started doing some of the WBFF shows at the beginning of the year, got into the NPC, and I competed 10 times so far and have 5 first place victories. And of my last Team Universe, I turned pro. So I'm a new IFBB Pro in the men's physique division. With me, I think it's just my passion. It's like, I always try to better myself. I want to better the 2010 person I used to be. I want to better the 2011 I just made IFBB Pro. What am I going to do in 2012? It's about pushing yourself. If you can't look in the mirror and say, I'm happy with what I see, then you're not going to translate much into life and not going to give back a whole lot. You're not going to inspire those other people. You're going to be Debbie Downer, if you will. You're not going to give back. And I had a kid just, you know, he was from Germany. He was like 16 years old and was like, hey man, you inspire me, you look great. And I was like, man, I touched someone all the way over there. I don't even know this kid. People hit me up all the time saying, what can I do to get better? And I'm always about giving back. I always hit my fans back. If you message me on Twitter or BodySpace or any of the other social networks I have, I'm getting back to you, just because it's about giving back. It's about inspiring everyone around you, and it's about, you know, spreading the fitness lifestyle. I adopted a new style. I used to be big powerlifting, strength and power just for football. So I've adapted a new style of heavy volume. It's more or less not so much bodybuilder style, but more fitness style. I'm doing very little rest. I'm trying to push as much weight as I can, but I'll go in the gym randomly and be like, I'm doing 100 reps of this exercise. How I get there, I don't even know. I usually change it up every single week. It's about confusing your body and never let it get used to a certain exercise. Confuse it. Be like, look, I'm gonna give you 100 reps today. You never know how you're gonna do it. You don't know what the weight you're gonna push. It's just about confusing, about just being spontaneous. It's also about, I think, agility. I train a little bit with my boxing and football style. I'm always exerting my body as much as I can and say, hey, I'll worry about the next set when I have to worry about the next set. A lot of people save it. They're like, look, I could have got 9-10 on that set. I'm not doing 9-10. I'm stopping at 8 because I can't get 9-10. I do not like doing cardio. That is not what I like doing. So I'll find a way around it. I'll box, even though that's cardio, but I'll hit the bag. I'll hit the speed bag. I'll jump rope. I'll do different things that aren't considering old school cardio, walking on a treadmill on an incline. I'm a fitness guy. I'm gonna be agile. I'll do jumps. I'll be running around the gym. I'll be doing lunges around the gym. I will be training hard. You will see me sweat. I feel like my heart rate is in a cardiovascular burn zone my entire workout, where others will take too much rest. So I'm getting my cardiovascular in my training regardless. If I'm 12 weeks out of a photo shoot, I'm probably training 1 body part per. I'm doing 5 days, most likely, maybe 2 days off. If I feel like I want more, I'll do 6, but I usually give me a day off. As I transition to a show, 3 months out, I'm doing that. 2 months out, I'm probably now supersetting or even adding an extra day. I won't start my intense training cardio, if you will, the way I do it until a month out. I don't like to lose as much of my off-season bulk as I can. I try to use my diet to take down my body fat. I do go off-season sometimes. I don't, you know, I did much better this time. In the past, you know, I was not as educated as I am now. So I took my body and went to 12% body fat, 13% body fat, which being a fitness model, that's not gonna get it done, especially if someone calls you up and says, hey, you gotta shoot in 2 weeks. I've always had big quads, so I feel like I have a good base. I have a good back from just the power exercise I've done through the past. So I mean, certainly my training method over the years has built a certain physique. but now I'm getting judged on everything. So it's like you have to bring everything into a certain aesthetic. So now I'm like, okay, I gotta now bring up these calves, I gotta bring up these arms. So maybe putting them another time in a week. I have a big back, I like training back. It's not I would say my favorite, but it's a good one. I get to pump it up pretty good in there. Calves are my worst, and you could obviously tell why. But I gotta start doing that more. I gotta have to start putting those into my routine on a regular basis. I kind of neglect them because they're like, you know, the redheaded stepchild, if you will. But you know, they need to start being my main son, if you will, in this relationship. Am I a skinny kid and I want to be bigger? Am I a bigger person and I want to be smaller? So then you can start playing with your calorie intake. So that's like step one. So if you're 3,000 calories a day and you want to lose weight, you might want to take it down to 2,500 calories. And you know, don't be too aggressive. You want to make sure that it's adjustable. It's that you're going to be able to maintain what you're doing for yourself. And then educate yourself. Find out what a good carb source is. Find out what a good protein source is. There's good fats. Just from doing that alone, if you're just a normal person going through your normal life, putting those sources in is going to start changing your body. And you'll start seeing, you know, the results in a relative fast way. When you're dieting or when you're doing nutrition, stress less. I mean, think about adding one stress at a time. So change your diet first. Then you're gonna change your calories. Then you're gonna change the way you carb cycle, calorie cycle, whatever it is that you're gonna do. If you're having a low fat diet, moderate carb, high protein, that's one way to do it. You can have, you know, across the board, you know, 33, 33, 33, if you will, as far as calories that you get for protein, fat, carbs. And just educate yourself is the best way. Be smart with your choices, make healthier ones, and you'll start seeing a change in your body for a fitter life. If I'm off season, I'm trying to bulk up because I'm coming off of you know, a 6-month fitness season where I'm at extremely low body fat and I'm trying to put on size. And then if I'm in season, I'm changing my calories on a caloric basis. I'm saying I maintain 3,200 calories, I'm dropping it down to 2,500 calories. So it's just about transitioning what your goals are. What do I eat? I'll give you some choices of foods that I eat. I'm pretty basic as far as I'll eat chicken for protein, I'll eat steak for protein, I'll eat tuna, tilapia, turkey. My carb sources, I'll eat a lot of brown rice, I'll eat yams, I'll eat rice cakes, granola, very limited fruit. My fat sources, you can have your olive oils, you can have your nuts, you can have your peanut butter, things of that nature. Make sure it's all healthy. Try to, you know, read the labels and know what it is. I always tell people, educate yourself as far as what a calorie is. 1 gram of protein is equal to 4 calories. 1 gram of carbs is equal to 4 calories. 1 gram of fats is equal to 9 calories. Know that. So read your label, and if things don't add up, realize that there's filler in there. Stay away from it. You don't always want to have your body in a way that it's saying, I'm always trying to lose weight, I'm always trying to lose weight. You want to have to, you know, pump it up every now and again. You want to be, when you're off season, you're gaining, you're in a caloric surplus, so you're trying to maintain a little bit more muscle. You're trying to give your body every opportunity it can to take in muscle, convert whatever you just gave it in calorie form into more muscle, etc. So I allow myself certainly more cheats in the off season because I'm more lenient, and I'm on a 3-month competitor diet. In the beginning, I'll allow myself more cheats, you know, maybe once, twice a week just to maintain, because, you know, usually I won't allow myself to be too out of shape, so it's certainly not going to be too bad. You're eating 7 great meals and you might have a cheat meal once, twice a week. Try to make healthy choices 90% of the time, and maybe 10% of the time you can flake a little bit. And I think it's good. People have to live and have to enjoy those little spices in life, and that's one of them. So treat yourself to a cheat meal, especially reward yourself for being good 90% of the time. Enjoy it. When you're breaking your body down on a regular basis, it's getting deteriorated. So just make sure you fill in the void that you're not getting through your diet. There's no quick fixes in this industry, guys. There's not. Supplements are there to help you as a supplement to your diet. Certain things that I feel are necessary. A good protein source is a great meal replacement for you. A good, you know, recovery drink when you do workout. I'm a big believer of branching amino acids. Pre-workout, during your workout, and you get your protein, so you get, most of them have the BCAAs in them anyway. So it helps extend your energy through the workouts and get that nutrition that you need as a supplement. A good multivitamin is great for you guys, because like a lot of times when you're on a strict diet, you're not always seeing all these sources of nutrients that you should. So, you know, make sure you're getting enough of what you need. So it's certainly about the time of year. I mean, you might be supplementing with a meal replacement that has, you know, a bunch of carbs in it, you know, instead of a lean carb source. Something a lot of times supplements are all about lean carb sources, but hey, there's that guy who's 120 pounds that wants to be 180 pounds. He's just a skinny kid that wants to get better. So he doesn't have enough knowledge yet to go cook every meal for him, or he's even a young kid and he just wants to get those extra calories because he needs to say, hey, Craig told me I got to take in 3,000 calories. I'm only taking in 2,000. How do I get there? Well, a cheap source is supplementing. So get a reputable protein. I would say make it from a lean source of protein. Don't have one that has the high carb concentrate or the high fat concentrate. Have it as an ISO, which is the trend these days, that has a leaner filtrated source of protein. So get yourself a good protein. Find out what works for you, what flavors work for you. Then I would say the next one would be carb source, something that's going to benefit you when you need it. Carbs are an important part of your diet. I know they have a bad name in the industry at this point, but find out how to use it, educate yourself. You want to have it most likely post-workout or when you need those extra carb sources and you can't eat them. And then like a good branched chain amino acid, like an endurance, something that's going to give you, you know, that extra nutrition during the workout. Diets first. I mean, if you have a solid diet routine, you should supplement well. Don't think supplements are going to fix your problems. Don't think that you take the right supplement, they're going to make your goals transform. I think they're a good part of the program if you use them right. Don't just take everything out there and you're going to just spend a whole lot of money for no reason. Use the ones that you want to use specific to what your needs are, what your diet goals are, what your aspirations are. So there's a lot out there that can help you.
BodySpace, thank you, 2012.
If you want to follow my workout advice, my diet advice, my workouts, my nutrition, you know, everything that I have going, pretty much everything I touch base in this, check out the profile below. I'm on BodySpace, Craig Capurso. I'm on Twitter, Craig Capurso. I kind of don't hide behind an alias. I'm pretty much on all those websites, but more or less, you're going to find most information that's going to give you detail on BodySpace, Craig Capurso. You could also look at my website, craigcapurso.com, which I have links to pretty much all my social websites, if you will. And for more content like this, check out bodybuilding.com.
The more people I can inspire, the happier it makes me, because I started way bigger, stronger, faster was my motto in the beginning, just working on myself, and it just grew beyond me. So I'm just happy to get back at this point.